Hey everybody, it's me, John Anthony Chihak Soltero. I am the anti-hero, and I am here with a haul video. Um, so it's kind of a combination because it's toys and it's comic books. Not a lot of comic books and only two toys. Um, but at least for my personal collection and collecting, it's been kind of a little bit of a slow week. Um, I am trying to cut back on what I am spending and trying to work more towards not just finishing up the Bubba Patrol, which I finished the final page of colors last night, so that is totally awesome. Now I can concentrate on finishing the lettering and getting the cover done and concentrate on the campaign, which are the most important things right now. But I'm also working on my non-con shows. So I've been purchasing inventory to be able to sell on a weekly basis. So it's a little bit trying to have less money going out than coming in for that. Anyways, let's get to it. So earlier this week, I ordered this on eBay. Wasn't supposed to show up until Monday, but it's a Dark Alliance Chastity figure. I had the previews one that came in the little tapered box, and it was just the figure itself. It didn't have any of the accessories. I either sold that or gave that to a friend to sell several years ago, and not really regretting it or anything like that, but I just remembered the figure and wanted to pick it up again. And this one comes with quite a few different accessories, including different stakes, an alternate hand, a bolo whip, and two swords. This is definitely a product of the 90s. Let me see when this was made. '01. So yeah, very, very early 2000s. This was not the Claiborne Moore figure set. This is the Art Asylum figure set. The Claiborne Moore set, everybody was standing like perfectly up and down. The detail was a little bit better. But then again, there was, I believe, a lot less articulation and play value. They were basically like the McFarlane toys are, where they look phenomenal. They're statues that have a couple of points of articulation. But kind of cool to have this back. I did buy it knowing that there's some damage to the bubble. And I mean, obviously the card is nowhere near mint. My whole plan was to take it out of the box anyways, so there's that. Then just yesterday, I picked this guy up, the 6-inch scale Black Series, the Child, or Baby Yoda. And he comes with the frog that he eats, and he also comes with his little cup, and then a little ball. I guess there's a ball. Like, it's been a little while since I've seen the show. He comes with a little ball. This I picked up at Harley's Toys and Comics. I also picked up from the collector's territory last week Action 835, first Livewire in continuity. I got this for 50 cents. And I own several copies of this book. I love the Livewire character in the Superman, the animated series show. I still need to get that Superman Adventures, I believe it's number 5, with Livewire's actual first appearance in a comic book. It's a hotter book than this, but this is kind of like Batman Harley Quinn, the prestige format, because this is her first appearance in regular DC continuity. She didn't catch on as well as Harley did, of course, but that had a lot to do with I don't think she's as compelling a character. I mean, Batman's Rogues Gallery has always been the tops, if not near the tops, in terms of, what people look for in a Rogues Gallery. Superman's Rogues Gallery is a little different just because there's nobody that can really compete with him on a physical level, so you kind of have to go for more of a psychological threat, because that's really the only way you're gonna test the Man of Steel. I also picked up the new #1 of Dr. Aphra. Kind of a nice cover there. And I saw that the Black Series, Star Wars Black Series figures, there is a Dr. Aphra figure, which is really cool. It's fairly expensive. I probably won't be buying it, but it's still pretty cool. And all of this I got at Harley's Toys and Comics, all these books. I also got Batman '92, the B cover, the Punchline cover. Just pretty nice, semi-virgin cover because it's got minimal trade dress. This is the Art Germ variant, which is kind of cool, but it's also very much not an Art Germ style book, which is kind of interesting. Or Art Germ style artwork. I also got Black Cat #11 with the J. Scott Campbell cover. I like this cover. I bought this specifically for the cover because it's not a typical Campbell cover. It's not hips and tits, you know. It's kind of a thoughtful pose. Yeah, it's still sexy, but there's more flow to it. It's got balance. It's got more composition. It's probably one of his stronger covers overall. That's not just flash and it's not just flash. It's more substance. It's more stateless sizzle, I should say. I also got a couple of blank covers. I got Dr. Mirage from Valiant. I believe this is Dr. Mirage #1. Yeah, Dr. Mirage #1. Just thought it'd be fun to do some artwork on. And then this one I was gonna get from Midtown Comics online because they were having a small sale on their blanks, but Harley's had this, and since I was going to Harley's to start a pull list, I decided I would pick this up because they had it as well. Batman: The Adventures Continue, #1 blank cover. It is toned, so we will see how this turns out with colors. I'm kind of concerned about how the markers might come out on this, but we'll see. I might do some just very, very light coloring once I do the inking on it and see what happens. You know, like something that could be covered up should it get messed up. But I'm kind of psyched about this because this is it's written by Alan Burnett and Paul Dini, who worked on the original animated series, which is really, really cool. And then they threw this one in for free. It's the Boom Studios WWE WrestleMania 2017 special. So you've got Brian Danielson on the cover. You've got the New Day. You've got right in the middle. It's kind of weird. You've got you throw in Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon, the ladder match from WrestleMania 10, and then you've got modern Triple H and I think AJ Styles. So you've got everybody, like all current people, even though Triple H barely wrestles anymore, and then you throw in something from 20 years prior. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know, it was like supposedly like one of the most historic matches, and it, you know, don't get me wrong, it was good. But, and I think maybe this, oh, okay, so they're telling the different stories. So there is the unification match for the IC belt, wrestling match in here. So that's why it's included. Okay, so these are the different stories that they're using. And then it looks like there's a very, very short story, like a 4-page short story with the New Day, one of the most popular teams in 2017 and still today. And yet you have 4 pages of them, and it's this, oversized special book. So you got to kind of wonder about that. Oh well. All right, so that's my haul video for this week. I'm going to include my Bubba Patrol issue 3 campaign link for Indiegogo in the description below. Please be sure to check out the campaign. Again, like I said, I know in these uncertain times where people are being furloughed or they're not working specifically, that, I don't want anybody to be put out financially. So if you can support the campaign, that's great. I appreciate it. If you can't financially support the campaign, just sharing the link, posting it on social media, telling people about it, even copy pasting the link into your own video, especially if you've already read the Bubba Patrol. I know there's a couple of people who subscribe to my channel who have, and it means a lot. Again, there's tiers on there for single issues, remarked copies, for if you have a friend and you want to read it and your friend would want to read it. There's like a twofer pack. There's a sketch cover tier. The sketch cover tier went way up in cost, and the reason for that is because the printing I'm doing for the regular book is done by one company. They don't do sketch covers. So I actually have to go to a separate company to do the sketch cover. So the cover stock obviously is going to be sketch cover material. Interior stock is going to be a little different as well. There are retailer tiers. There's a retailer pack for 10 copies. There are ads that you can purchase, interior pages, inside front cover, inside back cover, and back cover. So even if you're not a retailer, let's say you want to promote your YouTube channel and your YouTube channel is all ages friendly, PG at max. If you are a creator who is working on your own project, you can definitely purchase an ad as well. So those are all options. It's not limited to just somebody who's selling comic books. If you're doing something creative, or I have a friend who wants to buy an ad because they're doing a webcomic series. It's a lot of fun, and he wants to promote his book that way, or his comic that way. And I'm like, that's perfect. I definitely want to help support other indie creators and smaller businesses as well. So if your business doesn't even have to be comic book related, if you are, let's say a local restaurant or something like that, and, you can always do so. So any way you can help support, whether it's by backing the campaign financially, or if it's by sharing the link, telling somebody about it, sharing this video, or sharing any of the campaign videos that I'm going to be recording along the way, I would greatly appreciate it. So you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and stay anti-hero strong. Until next time.